Let's get this thing started. Hi, how you doing? How you doing? All right, we just gonna hop into it. I don't got no intro, nothing like that. We just gonna hop straight into it. Um, so the prompt. Hold on, let's go to the prompt. Let's read it verbatim, cause I don't want to fuck nobody up. Affirmative reading. I remember now. I remember distinctly now, and this is why I wanted to put it on camera. Affirmative reading. Every day, morning and night. Get quiet and focused and read the basic principles to yourself. See on page 11, Roman numerals. Record any. Ooh, that's a new word. attitudinal. Attitudinal shifts. There we go. Can you see yourself setting aside any skepticism yet? Alright. As I go back to it, put this right in front of me. Um, the basic principles, they made some basic principles all the way in the beginning of the book. You read these before you start anything. Um, Principle number one: creativity is the natural order of life. Life is energy, pure creative energy. It's like I want to breathe with each one. Um, I wholeheartedly believe in this. We come so far where we at now. I've come so far where I'm at now, is because a nigga had an idea, and then we put some action behind it. You know, so just like yes, everything starts with an idea. Starts from your head or remixed from something else. It doesn't matter. Creativity is fucking the yin and yang. Number two, basic principle number two. There is an underlying, indwelling creative force infusing all of life, including ourselves. Yes, yes, yes. I always felt like being too stagnant. I just become a potato. Don't get me wrong, I love potatoes. Don't get me wrong, I could be a lazy person sometimes, but it is a point of that laziness that it just start feeling like shame. I'm not contributing to life. I feel like I am disobeying God. I feel like I'm disobeying myself. I feel like I'm not me. I'm not gonna hold you. Creative force infusing all of life, including ourselves. Like that is like the contribution I feel like each of us, even if you don't feel like you're a creative person, each of us is responsible for doing um, what we do best, putting new ideas into the world, and the ripple effect of what you started will help somebody else. Whether you know it or not, indirectly or directly, it doesn't matter. It is full circle. Number three, when we open ourselves to our creativity, we open ourselves to the Creator's creativity within us and our lives. Yes, yes. I understand that it took me to sit with this and think about it and stuff like that. This will be like my third read. When we open ourselves to our creativity, I'm surprised I could see this far. We open ourselves to the creator's creativity within us and our lives. Um, I'm gonna come back to that actually. We're gonna put a pin at that one. We're gonna put a pin at that one because I think it's another one that ties into that. This is why you go back and reread your prompt questions. So I don't feel like I'm off topic because I know I could stray really hard. Record in the attitudinal. If you haven't noticed, I have a lisp and the tongue be moving quicker than I do. Okay, attitudinal shifts. Can you see yourself setting aside any skepticism yet? Um, yeah, a lot actually. A lot of skepticism. Um, Setting aside, I'm not gonna hold you. Like reading these again, even when I first read these principles, I don't believe I had any. Everything I'm reading now, I believe in wholeheartedly. Um, Let me get through all of them. Let me get through all of them before we dig into that. Number four, we are ourselves creations. And we, in turn, are meant to continue creativity by being creative ourselves. Number five, I put a star next to this one. Creativity is God's gift to us. Using our creativity is our gift back to God. We be giving him ideas. I'm not gonna hold you. As much as God is everything, he created everything. He chilled the fuck out on that Sunday for a reason. My man's tired. Our girl tired. Tired. The refusal to be number six. The refusal to be creative is self-willed. I'm gonna start that over. The refusal to be creative is self-will and is counter to our true nature, as I was just saying earlier. Number seven. When we open ourselves to exploring our creativity, we open ourselves to God. Good, orderly direction. Yes. Number eight. As we open our creative channel to the Creator, many gentle though powerful changes are to be expected. This is why I want to get through all of them because I want to talk about last night. Number nine. It is safe to open ourselves up to a greater and greater creativity. I read that wrong. It is safe to open ourselves up to greater and greater creativity. I want to get into that one. Number 10. Our creative dream and yearning come from a divine source. As we move forward towards our dreams, we move toward our divinity. This is why I feel like I'm eligible to rant because I truly don't believe I have any skepticism for any of these. I truly believe I don't have an excuse, a reason why, like, none of these are possible, any of these are not factual. So I'm going to rant. And another thing, when I started this book, Miss Julia, I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like the only skepticism I had against this is myself, as in I needed it, you know, because I felt like I was already doing these things, but in the same breath, I feel stuck. I feel like the itch in my back I just can't reach, or the crack. I don't know. But don't get me wrong. I don't care how far gone you think you are in this art world. Get this book. It's great to have. It is great to keep. It is great to keep coming back to. It is great therapy for your creative side. I don't give a fuck in what tier you want your creative life. Get this book. I don't give a fuck. And with that being said, that was my ego talking. Okay. With that being said, that was my ego talking. Because when it comes to this creativity, I am very confident. I can be very confident. When that switch is on, that bitch is on. It is on. But anyways, back to the principles. I believe in everything. This is all actual factual to me. I have no skepticism towards it. I have no downplay or no excuse why these aren't possible. Talk about complete optimism here. Um, which one I want to dig into first? Which one I want to dig into first? We're just gonna jump around real quick. Um, Number 7. I want to dip into number 7 right now. When we open ourselves to exploring our creativity, we open ourselves to God. Good orderly direction. Ah, why did I choose 7? I believe in this. I'm so aligned with this principle simply because on topic, off topic, off topic, on topic. I I try to read as much on the works of the Orishas and Yoruba practices. And the Orishas alone, basically, they are, in my definition, they are the children of God. They are many children of God. No Orisha is the God, but they all serve the one and only. Everybody has a purpose. Everybody has a thing. Everybody gotta work. Um, but yeah, they're children of God, and just like them, we are children of God as well. And as God is really unfathomable to comprehend sometimes. That's why He made us to be easier to digest. That's why the Orishas here, so we can easily digest how bigger God is. Um, and that just don't come from just order, you know. In my eyes, you have to have fun with that. And when us, us black folks, us people, us creativities are down here, and we put this beautiful art on the wall, canvas. I really look like I'm looking at some of my pieces right now. I really look at everything and see like how can I not think I'm I'm not one of his children? How can I sit here and look at my pieces of work and then look at the world and what he created and think I'm not a creator? How can I sit here and not think that God doesn't see my work and be proud and happy that, hey, you made some shit, I fuck with it? How can I not sit here and be confident of every idea that comes to mind and don't believe it's not gonna come true? I'm not gonna hold you because I feel like those are the same steps it took for him, her, him. I'm not doing the pronoun thing. We just don't truly know what God is. But these are the same steps that they took. When it, like this, it is a gift. It is a gift. It is a gift. It is a gift. I ain't showing y'all right now, but because I don't feel like getting up, I bought a brand new piece last night at an art show by Miss Talia. 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 Um, Gorgeous. It is a piece. You are an amazing woman, and I'm so glad. It's so happy. It's so graceful to have your work on my wall. Um, but I do feel like any medium, any aspect, anything that you do is a gift. It's a gift back because they made us, and we're given the capabilities. You gave us the means to work with our hands, to work with our feet, to move around, to use our voice. You feel me? The Orishas worked hard to give us fucking brains and just put together the concepts to just like create more shits. We are capable of so much. And the fact that we are using these gifts, our gifts, Everything we do is gifts back to them. Um, that's what I feel it is, and I want to keep doing that. We are meant to create. We're not meant to just be building buildings and making money. Do you know how depressing? Like, do not get me wrong. Money is great. Money can get me things, so I can keep doing the things that I love. That's sad to say that is the world that I live in, but I don't want to be. I'm looking at messages right now. I don't want to base my life and my creative journey around just money. That is depressing because when you surround yourself as just money, you surround yourself with people that's just about money and don't have a creative bone in their body. They have tactics. Yeah, they have tactics. They have strategy, strategic moves to get more money. Then that funnels down to the line of manipulation, and then now marketing and everything that artists don't want to deal about is getting further and further from the actual plot and trying to get more money in everybody's pockets, you know. um it is a slow burn. It's a reason why slow is better, because it takes time to create and think about what you want to make. Sometimes it don't. It takes time to do it. It takes time to fall in love with it. It takes time to show it. And it does take time to make money from it. Everything takes time. Just as it took time to make Earth. It took time to make me. It took time to make you. You know, we're gonna move on from seven right now. We're gonna move the fuck on. Um ooh, I'm meant five. Everything we just talked about was meant for five. Creativity is God's gift to us. Using our creativity is our gift back to God. That was number five. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Um, what else we got? What else we got? Again, it's like I'm not sticking to the prompt because I truly feel like I'm aligned with all the principles as much as I am going to keep reading these because I want it embedded in me. I want it embedded in me because there was a point in my life that before I'm on this journey that I am on, um, I'm not gonna say I didn't have an identity, but a motherfucker just didn't know what they wanted. I didn't know what I want um, until I went to culinary school. I went to Le Cordon Bleu, graduated with masters. I said masters. Graduated with my associates. Boom. Graduated with honors. Boom. Um, but even then, as much as it was fun, a great experience, even the internship, I, as I was graduating, I still felt uncomfortable when people called me chef. This is back in 2015, 2016. I'm getting hella messages. This is back in 2015, 2016, and as I was graduating with the ropes and the tassels on me and the great celebration, everybody's proud of me, I felt very uncomfortable people calling me chef. Because even then, I didn't know what I want. I got in this line of business because I love cooking. I do love cooking. I love the art of creating a cohesive plate and how these these entrees, these sauces, all these components work together and making said person happy. with a delicious meal, appreciating the art and the time it took to make it. And it's like immediately after school, like getting a regular ass job. I was at a nursing home for some time, a little bit too long. And everything that I practiced, it's not out the window, but the practice wasn't continued all the way. You feel me? Not how I envisioned. And, again, living in this world, it really separates you trying to stay, it really separates you working that creative muscle, trying to live, trying to get money, just trying to survive. Um, but from then up until it's 2026, I would say 2021, 22, one of those years. Yeah, your girl didn't know what the hell she wanted. I started my catering business, but I started it thinking this is what I need to do because this is what I love. This is what I need to do because I went to school for it. This is what I need to do because I went across states on my internship because this is what I love. This is what I need to do. But no, as much as I am aligned and I'm very proud for everything that I've accomplished with my catering and my culinary skills, picking up a paintbrush again really changed something in me. It really changed something in me. It was the amount of peace and being okay with messing up. It was being okay with, like, I ain't gonna say scraps because it ain't scraps to me, but it was just, I don't know, you can't define the type of peace. It's just making something that you envisioned and keeping it, showing it, providing backstory, and what were you thinking when you made this. Um, Now, comparing my painting to culinary arts, why I feel that my passion isn't as strong as my painting career is because I know I don't anticipate being in the kitchen for all my life. I really don't. I would get the kitchen. I would get the catering line. I would do large parties. I would have very high end clientele. But yet, the anybody that's been in the kitchen knows the kitchen is very demanding. It's unforgiving. At the end of the day, people are ordering food and they want it how you lined it up for them. They want it on time. They want it hot. They want it beautiful. They want it consistently. Okay? There is no excuses. There is no excuses when you're in the kitchen. When you're on that line, you are hot, you are tired, you're on your feet 24/7. You gotta be on the books, you gotta be on the back page, you gotta do these orders. You have you have people waiting for you. Okay, you have online waiting for you. You have people to lead. You have menus to create. It's so demanding. And as much as I can be here 24/7. I can be here and give you what the fuck you order. I can be here and be lined up with motherfuckers that's just as better than me and further than me. I can give you what the fuck you want. I am that bitch in that kitchen. Okay, do not get it fucked up. I am that bitch in the kitchen, but in the same breath, being here to know that I don't have to be here all the time and there's a space for me to be here and be creative and be calm and see the soft calm, relaxed side of me. These are two conflicting as levels of Jahadra. And this is exhilarating. This is high demand. This is one of the best experiences and will always put me to the test, always challenge me, always get the better side of me. Jahadra you will ever get. And coming down here to see there is a soft one, there's a soft Jahadra, there is a peaceful one that is learning to slow down. I gotta pause with that one. Yeah, I'm enjoying here so much because outside of my career and inside of my career, I am learning to slow down. You're talking to someone that overthinks a lot. You're talking to someone that puts a lot of pressure on herself. You're talking to someone that wants so much for myself and others. That wants so much for myself and others. That consistently make mood boards and vision boards and trying to create. I got ideas out the ass. Do you hear me? Out the ass that want so much for myself and others. I want the world that I create, and my fucking cogs are always fucking spinning, and that's why it makes sense why that this line of business in the culinary world is so fucking fitting. But I burn myself out so much, and when I come back to painting, to drawing, which was like it was a hobby at first. Of course, started at school, high school. Um, did it at home sometimes, and did a couple of portraits of some family. You feel me? But I never looked. I never looked here as a this could be a passage that I can align with my life. This could I didn't know this could be a thing. I never looked at it as a thing. I never looked and said like, "Hey, I just drew something." Nah, nah. This never been the idea of a thing until like 2021, 2022. Just a series of I was just painting heavy. Oh yeah, that was during the fucking lockdowns too. Got hella money in my pocket and I'm just in the house painting, and it was just stockpiling up. Until one day, one of my friends sent me the idea to, hey, do a join a gallery, do an art show. It was an artist call. Yeah, I will. I will, and I did, and haven't stopped since. Have not stopped since, and like opening that doorway opened so much shit. It opened so much shit. Like when it came to my catering, butter sugar catering, might I add. Um, I was so stagnant about the wants I want for my kitchen. I was indifferent. Like when people ask, "How do you want your kitchen? What? How do you see your kitchen? What type of food you want to serve? How many people you want to serve? How you want to design it?" I never had an answer because I dread the thought of working in the kitchen. As much as I love working in the kitchen, I don't like working in the kitchen. And for to be my end all be all, no. That's why I like catering, plan shit out, do the job. Got a lot more hands in a lot more areas. Um, do the job and go the fuck home and plan for the next one. You feel there's increments. There's increments in there. But yeah, I always been so stagnant on certain questions like that because I didn't have an entire vision how I want my establishment to be, how I want my kitchen to be. Um and that vision did become clearer until I started painting, until I started taking my art more seriously. And I'm going to put this out there as well. I am going to have a cafe gallery, a gallery cafe, whichever makes it to the official paperwork. I'm going to have a gallery cafe. I want that. I want that. I need that. I will have that. That's is very much aligned with my path. That's very much aligned how I feel like I can extend help, extend assistance, opportunities for the people that are aligned with me. It's like I'm seeing it just going past my eyes right now. And it's beautiful. It's so freaking beautiful. I see fucking 15 feet walls, high ceilings. That's probably not tall, but I'm seeing high ceilings and so much space, brick wall, and everything connected. And one half is like a gallery. This is the event space where exhibitions, photo shoots, the whole nine could be set up here. And there's a connected wall right here, but it's still open concept. You can still sit on the other side of a cafe. You are provided all the materials. I don't know if I should be saying this, but I'm still fucking say it. It doesn't matter. One thing I do have to understand is that you should not be afraid to share your ideas because there's already somebody out there that's done it, doing it, or going to do it. It doesn't matter. As long as you do it, it does not matter. It does not matter. There are 1,500, 1,000 people that sell burgers. And who do we know that's number one out here? McDonald's. Is McDonald's good? No. Okay? Who gives a fuck? It doesn't matter. Share your shit. Talk about your shit. That's one little thought like that used to hold me back a lot. It used to hold me back a lot. But once you realize there are other people that's doing the same shit, it does not matter. It really depends how you fucking do it. That's the real fucking sauce. It's how you do it. It doesn't matter how else anybody else is doing. As long as you're doing it, it don't matter. Anyways, back to what I was saying with my vision. I want an art gallery, tall ceilings, and one half is the gallery. And I want the other half to be connected to the cafe that oncomers could come in and have supplies offered to them: easels, paint, pottery, acrylic, oil. Jesus, I need to warm this up. It's still a little hot. It's still a little hot. It's still a little warm. Anything you could think about offered to people that does art, and there would be like individual tables to, just set up shop. You could sit it, and I want a big glass plain window. I want it not plain but stained. That's what I meant to say. Stained windows like the church, the old Catholic church with the beautiful glass stained windows. I always thought that was very, very beautiful. Throughout the whole front of it. And I want like a holding area in the back, so like you don't have to carry it home if you can't or don't feel like it. It doesn't matter. There is an archive area you could set up and just store things. I want to be able to offer opportunities, grants, artist calls, model calls. It don't matter. If I feel like there is an opportunity that will be beneficial to the people that's aligned with the shop. That's if I know the opportunity, I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share it. Period. I'm getting lost in words right now, but in the same breath, I want to connect with my mentor, the Black Wood Shop. He builds frames. He is a woodsman. I want him to be able to do all the woodwork. If you need a frame, if you need this bitch framed right now, leave it here and it will be framed. I don't know. I want to offer on the food side. On the back side, it will be catering offered, but not on the cafe. You feel me? It would be straight for any events on the other side of the gallery. But for the cafe side, I'm gonna offer not a barista. I'm not a big coffee person, but I am a tea person. I am a tea person. Um, but light brunch items. Nothing heavy because we got people working with all types of expensive shit, people creating expensive shit. Um, so nothing too heavy, something to put something on your stomach. You want so you can continue doing what you're doing and you ain't gotta be distracted. Probably a croissant, a lot of brunch items, a lot of pastries, a few drinks, and nothing too demanding, I shall say. Nothing too demanding. Nothing too pressured. You feel me? I want it to be nice and quaint. I want it to be thoughtful. And you're not starved. You know, it's a cafe. People go to cafes to read, to study, to be on their laptop, to do art. I want it to be like a studio. I want people to come and be comfortable. I want people to come and be inspired. I want people to come for advice, and I want people to come in and meet the next person. Meet what you call those people? What you call those people? Meet your mentors. Boom. Meet that next mentor and or student. I don't know. I want people to connect and network. I want people to progress. I want people to move forward when they enter my establishment. I want people to create, inspire. I want to do shows. I want to align with models. I have this idea for a modeling show. Oh my God. I have so many ideas. So many. But we're going to save that for next time. We're going to save that for next time. But that is what Jahaja Zaire wants. That is what I want. That is the end goal. That is the end goal until I make the next idea for that. But for right now, in my 30s and 40s, that is the goal. And everything that comes with it. Do you hear me? Everything that comes with it. And I'm not going to put a time limit on how long that might take. But I know, personally, I'm not trying to be 50 and still trying to get that off the ground. It's like, you should have a time limit for things. You should. You should. I don't know. I don't know. Or just make a new idea as you go into that one. I don't know. It's your life. I put a lot of ginger in there. I put a lot of ginger in there. That bitch is spicy. What else we got here? As we number 8 and 9. Number 8, as we open our creative channel to the creator, many gentle though powerful changes are to be expected. As I was just saying, how I felt stuck for so long about how I want my kitchen until I opened myself up and considered me taking painting seriously, and the entire layout, how I want my kitchen opened up to me, how many people I want to serve, what type of food I want to serve, the decorum, the interior design, the exterior design, the things I want to offer, everything I want to do for my kitchen and gallery. was right there in front of me, made for me, thought of the moment I opened up. Okay, I'm not gonna say the moment, but the moment I opened up this next venture for myself, greatness. And on top of, outside of the painting, tufting, modeling, photography, is it really is. You have to stop being scared of the ideas that you create, all the things that you want to do with yourself, or how you see your life. You can't be scared of that. You cannot. You really get one of these. You really do get one life, as foretold. But you really get one of these, and you have to like try to make that shit happen. And you notice just certain things that break the pattern of what you do every day. When you start going along with things that you want to do, shit really start opening up for your ass. It do get a little scary because this is not a part of your routine. This is outside of going to work. This is outside of going to school. This is outside of taking care of who the fuck you gotta take care of. This is for me. This is these are things that I'm trying to do, and you're letting me do them. What's good? Yes, it will happen. It's going to keep happening. And number 9, it is safe to open up ourselves to greater and greater creativity. I noticed when I was very young, my words are powerful, very powerful. I would say something that would happen, a lot of premonitions, a lot of deja vus. So powerful that I got scared and I turned it off. Turned it off as in I got quieter. Um, Tried not to predict the future. It's a lot of ways to shut it up, but I would say I made myself small because I was so scared of what greater looks like for me. And that was very much small thinking on my behalf. And on top of that, I wasn't used to great, what good looks to me, you know? Um, and now that I'm at a growner age, I know what it looks like. I know what it feels like, and I want more of it. I am allowing myself to not slow down because I'm scared. I'm allowing myself to go at my own pace, but I will not stop. I'm allowing myself to go at my own pace, but I will not stop. And I will accept all the good that is meant for me. I will not counterproduct myself. I will not doubt myself. I will not. I will not. I'm gonna stop thinking small and I'm gonna think big, bitch. I gotta think big, and I think big all the time. I got a big ass head for a reason. I've been thinking small because I was scared. Once you realize how much fear impedes on your life, impedes on your creativity, impedes on your thinking, and how small that bitch is, the world is literally yours. I'm not gonna hold you. Have good intentions. One thing my auntie Dawn, hi auntie Dawn, um, my auntie tells me all the time because she is another great person that knows the magic in me, and she tells me all the time, use your power for good. Make sure you use your power for good. Are you using your power for good? Text me in the morning. Use your power for good. And I take it to heart all the time, but just like it's very much more impactful at this era of my life now, and Use your power for good, y'all. Use your power for good. It's no better way than that. I know there are some people that could use their power for other shit, and it really is a waste of time. It's a waste of time. The coolest thing you could do for yourself is keep creating cool shit for yourself. I ain't gonna hold you. I think I'm gonna end this. I am, but stay creative. Keep your head in the clouds. I want to show y'all this so bad. And another thing I want to add. I took this note from Doechii. I finally watched one of her journals, her prompts, and I think I watched week 2. Yeah, I think I watched her week 2, and she was saying something along. This is not verbatim, but she was saying something along the lines of. She was quoting Miss Julia as well, but she was saying something along the lines of, you need to add more audacity. You need to have the audacity. You need to be more audacious. You need to add more audacity to your life. Audacity is the what the fuck, the things that you think you would never do, the people that will when you do it. You need to add more of that to your life. That what gets you in the door, not being quiet, not being scared, not being timid, not being shy, not none of that will get you through the door. You need to add more audacity to your life. And I had that mindset last night going to this art show. I went to the Pancake Caboose art show yesterday myself. It was amaze balls. It was amaze balls. It was amaze balls. It was really fun. It was really great. I looked good. I was lit. I had my pancake and I had my booze. Okay. I will be attending again. It was amaze balls. It was so great. But the audacity idea that I had is I have something that I created a while ago. It is a project I'm trying to put together. I am putting together called Head in the Clouds. And I created a cloud helmet. So if I put it on right now, it looks like my head is in the clouds. That's the concept. And the audacity was to wear that at the show. I did it simply because I went by myself and I need assistance. I already wear glasses, okay? I put that bitch on, I can't see nothing. And it was packed. Nah, not the right time. But the idea, the audacity is there. And it will happen, okay? It will happen. It's how do I bring you out? And I want to bring it out in the best way possible. Like, I want to bring all, I don't want this to lack no luster, okay? I think I said that right, and we're gonna walk past that. Anyways, um, yeah, I think that's it. We're gonna cap it off right there. Have a beautiful day. Oh, I got this as well from the art show. Ain't she gorgeous? Gorgeous. Um, Stay creative. Please be safe. Have an amazing day. I'm gonna go do some cool stuff, I guess. Mwah.